of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Mindsies time, Army. Show. Start us off.
What an opportunity. Another idea by me.
Everything's Murls' idea.
Summer.
Happy New Year and welcome. It's time to check the game notes. I'm here. I'm in my new house, Arm Dog. I don't know. I think the internet is going to be buzzing, which is going to
sounds echoey. You must have a mansion. It sounds echoey.
Yeah. Sure, I got a mansion. So we're testing it all out for the first time. I got a couple sticks in the background here that I just got out of storage. I want to tell you about later, but I got to find out where you are. I can tell it's another hotel room. And I got to know, are you in Canada? Are you there? Boots on the ground for the big reveal going on?
Boots on the ground in Toronto. We'll be on Sportsnet Wednesday night tonight. Just so happens to line up with New Year's Eve, which is electric, right, in itself. Welcome to the New Year's Eve extravaganza on Game Notes. It's funny how these things line up for us, Murls.
Hey, we were a Friday show. Now all of a sudden a Wednesday show. We're getting the biggest announcement in 4 years, probably, right? The Olympics,
and then we
Canada.
Yeah, we've got World Juniors, we got the Spengler, we got now Olympic Team Canada, which is up at the podium right now and about to announce the roster for the Olympics. The boys are back in the Olympics. Team Canada. We get right when we're on, we get the roster unveiling, which is like tons of conversation, just insanity around it. So yeah, I'm up here. I'm excited. I'm excited to be working tonight with all this going on. So it'll be exciting. I think we have like a pretty big pregame show tonight. Jets Wings. Jets. Oh my God. We'll get to them. But yeah, leading into that, obviously with the big news of Canada and being on Rogers Sportsnet, rights holders and legends of hockey up here in Canada, Murls. I'll be on the panel, so it lined up perfectly, buddy. It lined up perfect. Hey, how was Christmas? You got in the new house.
Ooh, frantic times. Awesome, though. Got in here. I made a video about how the guys helped me. It was crazy what went on. I rented a U-Haul truck. I have had my stuff in storage for 5 years now. These guys, I booked like 4 hours of work. These guys in the U-Haul. All of a sudden, my buddy Mike, Big Mike, him and Olari, the Chicklets Cup. The Upstate Stars. These guys show up with 12 guys at the storage unit.
Like you didn't have to line them up. You didn't have to say, "Hey guys, can I get a hand?" That's how good of a guy Big Mike is. And
he like bullied me into do it. I'm like, no, I don't have time. I got to leave for Lake Placid at 12. He's like, no, I'll be there. Just get a U-Haul truck there by 8 a.m. I said, all right. I show up 12 guys. Boom. These guys just start loading this thing. They had this thing stacked to the top within 10 minutes. So I drive it to the house. Part of that stuff in that truck was the IKEA furniture, the sofas that had to be built, the beds, the end tables, just
nightmare fuel.
So unload all that. I was just trying to get everything in my garage. So we load all that stuff into the garage. I head back with the U-Haul, and those guys, Olari and Mike, they start unloading their pickup trucks that they filled up with stuff. So I get back to that storage. I refill it. I call Johanna back here. I'm like, hey. I'm like, ask those guys to unbox all the sofas so I can take the cardboard with me in the U-Haul.
Yeah.
She goes, that's it. Just unbox it for me. She's like, too late. They're already starting to build the couches. I'm like, yes. I get back here.
You're at like one of those pokers things in a gas station, just wasting time so they can put it all together for you.
I get back and they're already got the one couch built. They're on to the second one. I unload that stuff. I go, all right, boys, I got one more load. I take 4 guys with me. We load that up. By the time I come back, they are now upstairs building Lily's bed. Johanna walks by with a drill and mirrors. And the one guy, Olari's like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I got to put these mirrors up. He's like, do you have a tape measure, a level? She's like, no, I'm just going to wing it. He's like, no. Here, give it to me. He goes, zoom, 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 zoom. And we got stuff done in 3 hours. That should have taken 3 weeks. So thanks. Shout out to those guys. But we're in.
Shout out to good friends. Unbelievable. Yeah. What a Christmas gift. Murls, being back home and your friends to rely on and lean on. I got a few guys that are like that back home that you can always kind of trust on. So amazing that they did that for you. And it's amazing, like skills. If you have skills, like I sound like Napoleon Dynamite right now, but if you have skills, it's amazing what like having skills, excuse me, can do for you and having to do shit like that, like hang a simple picture. It would take me.
I do not have those skills.
No, I have zero skills. I don't know how to do anything, buddy. Like I have no clue how to do. Like my wife can do shit. Like we did like redid the flooring in our living room. We ripped out the carpet and got like the hardwood all the way through or whatever. And like around the bottom of the baseboards, there's like those little things you have to put around where it connects. Kind of, it's like a little. I don't know what you would call that. What do you call that shit? I don't even know.
The kick, like the kick plate on hockey boards. So I don't even know the real name of it.
I don't even know the real. Yeah, it's like a little small kick plate on top of the regular kick plate on the boards. We call it kick plate.
They said they're like, Murls, if it's not has nothing to do with a stick and a puck, you're useless. I'm like, yeah, just let me drive the U-Haul.
Libby's correct. I do have one skill, busting slumps, a slump buster, but my wife can do that. You know, you have to angle them in the corners, like you have to cut them so they fit. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah,
like, I might as well. Like, if we had video of that, it's like of me in a garage with a saw trying to look at these angles to make it fit at 90 degrees. It'd just be ridiculous, boys.
Boys, I'm the same exact way. Like
Here he is.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like we call them Alana's tools. Like she has a toolkit in my house. I don't even have it. I don't know how to use them. I changed a sink. My dad came over this past weekend, changed a couple sinks. I pretended to Alana like I did it. And she was like, there's just no way. There's no way you could have possibly done this. I finally had to come clean and say, no, my dad came over and he actually did the whole thing where I just stood behind him. But I'm the same way, boys. I can't work a fucking screwdriver, drill, none of that.
No, my wife has tools. My wife has tools too, and I see them and I'm like, these are kind of brutal tools. They're like girl tools, kind of. They're like smaller and they're like cuter. And they're like different colors and cool things. And I'm like, just buy like real tools that like work. But she uses them all the time. I don't know how to do shit. So she has all her exactly the same thing as you, G. Exactly.
I would say we're 4 for 4 too, boys. There's no way Pasha can use a drill, screwdriver, tools, any of that.
No, I was going to say, like, if you give me those 12 guys and if you gave us the Chicklets team in that same, like, scenario, it might take us 3 months. Like, Whitney's not doing anything. Biz can lift up some of the stuff. He would work hard. Whitney wouldn't do a thing.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing how useless we actually are. At least G, you can like run like computers and shit. Pasha can make cool like movies and stuff. Pasha can't even use a lawnmower. From Memesy in the chat. What up, Memesy? Happy New Year, Memesy. What a beauty. Love that guy. I wonder how he's feeling right now. Doug Armstrong up at the podium right now announcing Canada's lineup and roster. It looks like they're doing a video release of it.
Is that what it's going to be? What are you thinking? You got any inside scoops? Any snubs? Oh, do we got one already? I'm a little behind you here.
They're showing them as like little kids here on
so
it's actually really cool. Like they're little kids pretending to be them. Darcy Kemper made it. And Logan Thompson, the goalies, Murls.
Okay.
What do you think
of
that?
They did it. Yeah. I mean, Logan Thompson's been the best goalie for you all year. You got to take Binnington. He knows how to win those big games. Darcy Kemper, interesting one. But I don't hate it.
Want me to keep going?
They're starting. I'm starting to see
Drew Doughty.
Yeah, Thomas, you rip them
Harley,
off.
Cale Makar on defense. So no changes. Josh.
No, because Harley wasn't on last year.
Well, no, he wasn't, but he got flown in.
Yeah, so who got off because of him then?
Morrissey, Colton Parayko. Let's just see how it lays out here, folks. Team Canada, boys. We're back in the Olympics, baby. Travis Sanheim. So he's a guy that was on there too. Flyers defenseman. Elkhorn, Manitoba's own. Shea Theodore. Oh, maybe it was him. Remember he broke his wrist in Montreal?
Yeah. Yep.
Shea Theodore's back on there. Devon Taves.
Yeah, but so who am I? I got to look this up we should have had these up. Who's Four Nations roster last year?
Macklin Celebrini, baby. The kid. What a fucking season he's having. I'm seeing in the chat no Blackwood or Wedgwood, so none of those goalies made it. Anthony Sorelli. Crosby.
Were they allowed more players?
I don't know exactly the rules on it. I think they're allowed extras at every position. Hagel is back on.
Two more players, I believe. Two more players.
Okay, so that's why all those D are on there. So
yeah,
all those other
Horvat.
D.
Bull Horvat.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Hey, that's another Whitney Mush. That's another Whitney Mush. Whit
I remember
said
in the
there's no
chat.
chance he makes it.
Nathan
He's been on
McKinnon,
fire.
of course. In our chat, I said and I interviewed him on TNT when I did a game. Is this it? Is this it released here? Official?
Yeah, here
That's
we
it all
go.
laid out.
Yeah, it's your
Bradley,
team,
Mr.
Army. Rip through
1000.
them.
Mitchie Marner. I can't see. You got to zoom in on it. For
Wilson,
me, Posh.
Suzuki are in. Stone is in.
Do we see Scheifele there at all?
No Scheifele.
Oh, he's going to be devastated.
Sorelli. It's because how did they get all these guys on?
Well,
because you got new
Sorelli.
guys. You got Horvat on.
So no Sam Bennett. Is Bennett there?
No Bennett. You got Suzuki and Wilson added. This is just top tier breakdowns right now. We got
it's all coming in. It's all coming in.
Live.
So,
This is what happens when you go live, guys. We got no Bennett. We got no Bedard. No Schaaf.
Wow. What do you think of that?
Oh, here he is.
Oh.
Captain Canada himself.
Boys, what is going on? This list just dropped, eh? I'm just taking a look. Attaboy,
I'm
Armdog.
pumped you're here, buddy. I'm so pumped you're here. Let's go, buddy. What do you got there for us?
I got the Canada toque there. My jersey's in the room. G just texted me to hop on. So this is
I'd love your initial reaction, Biz, of this naming of Team Canada Olympic. We're going to the Olympics, baby. After 4 nations, we got Olympics, and we got a couple adjustments to the lineup. You notice Bo Horvat's on there. Some guys like Scheifele, what we're thinking about, not on there. Suzuki made it. No Bennett. And then who on the back end? What is there any changes to the back end at all, really, when you look at that? No Bedard, no Schaefer. Yeah, like
the back end looks pretty much identical, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because Harley got added last minute.
Yeah, exactly. They had 7 named last year, and then they added Harley. So it's those same 8.
I mean, I'm okay with the back end. It seems like Schaaf has obviously had an incredible year. Like, I get why he's not on there. Like, where like you guys, I would assume like a guy like Doughty's probably on the outside looking in as far as like the top 6 guys playing night in, night out. Would you agree with that, boys?
Yeah, I would say just like skating and pairings. I mean, they did kind of shoehorn him in there at 4 Nations, though, and found a way to get him in there.
Yeah.
You know, coming off an injury too last year. He's got a little more time under his belt right now, but we know what he can do, right? He defends. He's kind of a both ends kind of guy. Battler.
Yeah. And I don't think it would be fair to Schaaf where if like there was a situation where maybe there was a few injuries and he had to come in where all of a sudden you're being thrown in the fire, where like Drew Doughty, I would imagine that like his nerves and the feeling that he has in his gut going into a game of like a gold medal magnitude, he's been there, done that. So I just feel like he's earned the right to be there. I know people are going to be upset about the no Schaaf, but I mean, he did everything he could to earn a spot on that roster. And who knows, boys, we still got a little bit of time here, right? Like if one injury away from probably getting the nod.
Are you pissed about no Bedard for his season this year?
No,
I know he's injured right now, but like coming back and what he's looked like. I mean, his mentality has been totally different. No Jarvis, no Bennett.
It's Jarvis, Konechny, and Bennett that are off from the forwards from the 4 Nations.
I'm probably most shocked, I guess, about Bennett. Like people might say, well, like, you know, he hasn't had the best start to the year, and he's also had tougher line matchups because of the injuries they'd had up the middle. But I think that I think that Horvat, like I texted him in the group chat about like 4 weeks ago, maybe a little bit less than that, and Witt was a little bit surprised, and I was just like, well, this guy's having a huge year. He's very responsible defensively. Like he plays hard everywhere. He was just kind of a guy who was flying under the radar, and deservedly so. He hits the 20 goal mark. So I feel like every guy on that list has earned it. And Suzuki too, man. Like, what do you make of Suzuki, boys?
Yeah, I like
he's on fire. Scored again last night. OT winner.
That's what I mean.
Face-off circle, smart as hell. Like just a hockey sense through the roof. Like could probably play with anyone. Like I imagine if I'm a player on the wing, being a winger, having him as your centerman. He's not like crazy fast. Like where is this guy? I don't know where this. You always know where he is. He's kind of like reliable in a sense with his play, up and down as well. Yeah, I mean, looking at this lineup and the guys left off and the guys added, I'm fine up front with the moves that they made. I like that there's some new blood. I like that they went and scouted and didn't just sit back and go, okay, we thought we had this at 4 Nations. Let's identify guys. Like the main guys to me are like like if you look down the lineup, you'll see like probably the guys that are pairings like they love. And then it's those complementary guys or guys that can be complementary guys. And, you know, that's why Jarvis is like one of those guys, like a dog. He can make plays.
Yeah.
There, replaced with somebody else like a Tom Wilson or whoever that is now popped in this lineup. So all really good players. It just, you know, I do think those complementary guys, though, are different, like big time difference makers. So, you know, those are when you gotta get boots on the grounds and scout. That's you got to see it. No geeky. Gee, did you put that?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
He
I think of Shea Theodore. I mean, he hasn't played in a while. I don't know what his injury thing is, but if he does come out, Schaefer is the perfect replacement if that's the kind of player you're looking for. A guy can move the puck, can play wherever he needs to, and he can be that extra guy and just get the experience. So keep an eye out for that one.
of all the guys on the list for the forward group for Canada, how many are center? I want to say there's like maybe like what 6 guys who aren't centers of the whole forward group.
There's so many guys that are snubs. Hey, like
Eight,
look in the
I got
chat.
8 centers
like everyone,
quickly.
like everyone in the chat is just blowing it up. Like no Hyman. If you would have had a Hyman on there too, I'd have been like, fine, perfect, good complimentary guy.
Buddy, everybody was bitching about the Four Nations roster, and they
Yeah.
won it. Like this is what people do, man. These are all elite players. Canada could field 2 teams, at least on offense. They could. Defense is where things tend to like tail off after this. I feel like the Americans have almost like a stronger defense core.
Mhm.
Like not only on paper with the guys that they're going to bring, but it goes even deeper than that. And of course, we know about goaltending as well. So, wow.
What do you think about the goaltending, Biz, with all the
Yeah.
conversations? They showed it on TV just now, like the numbers, and like Binnington's numbers are so bad. Like so bad right now. This
Binnington
year,
just got passed by Allmark, I believe, for like
He's
worst save percentage from like high danger area or saved above expected or blah, blah,
Oh,
blah, whatever the
who'd you
fucking
start
analytic
game
is.
one, Biz? Who would you start game one?
I would probably just run with Logan Thompson and
Wow.
start with him and then get Binnington's feet wet as the backup. And then, buddy, if push comes to shove, if you know Thompson has a few shaky games, you just go back to Binnington. It's you know he's the type of guy I would trust in a small tournament like this. And guys, like you're playing in front of. If you're playing in front of St. Louis all year, they've been struggling. Like I watched them play against Buffalo the other night, and like Buffalo was dominating them. Like even in the third period when they were trying to come back, they were fucking hemmed in their own end. So that plays a lot into it for me. I love Darcy Kemper. Like I do. I had him when I was in Arizona. I was surprised to see his name maybe above like Mackenzie Blackwood or even who's the other Wood there?
Wedgwood,
who's had a ridiculous
You know, if you
year.
look at it though, like that team in Colorado is just like an alien team. And if you look at maybe the way LA plays, when you're scouting a goaltender and you're looking at it, you look at, you know, what's this guy facing? Like, what's this guy got to work in front of him? And Kemper's put up some, like, he's been rock steady, rock solid. I think I was doing a game on TV one night. Maybe it was TNT. I was in there and we had talked about something. We brought it up if Binnington should be on the team. I flip-flopped on him because I kind of know he's going to make it, but like, does he deserve to make it with his season? No, but like, he's their guy. And my buddy Jarrett Stoll, LA Kings guy, texted me, "What about Kemper?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about Kemper." Like, but like everyone forgets about Kemper, you know, everyone.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
he's won a cup in Colorado.
Yep.
Like people
Yep.
forget that sometimes too.
See, but I think if you go Logan Thompson to start, you're going to start a controversy right away. They're going to have Binnington there. I go with Binnington straight away. If he's as good as we know he can be, then he's just the goalie.
his
he
job
plays-
is to lose.
He
Listen to
plays the
this,
first
boys.
game, they win, and then you throw Thompson. You know, what are the cheap teams are going to play? Latvia. Well, Canada always has trouble with Latvia, but I don't know. Italy's in it. Then you throw Logan Thompson in there. But I think you pick Binnington because in the gold medal game, who are you going to want to play?
No, this is what you do, Murls. You do Thompson, and you let Binnington sit there.
Get
and you
mad.
let him get pissed off. He's a pissed off
Okay.
guy. He's a
You're
pissy
going
guy.
that way?
Then when
Oof.
something kind of cracks a little, if they have something and they're going into like, you know, coming out of the pool play and getting to the semifinal and where you're going to slot in position. If there's a crack, then you just unleash the beast of Binnington.
But what if he stinks? What if he's no
on
good?
his shoulder? He chip on his shoulder, Binnington. He's playing in St. Louis. They're dead. They're slow. They're tired.
Oh, for sure. This is his Super Bowl. He's going to empty the tank.
Him.
Yeah, this is his
Start
Super Bowl.
Thompson, piss off Binnington, get him in there when it counts, and let him go fucking crazy.
Yeah. Keep him in a cage for the round robin.
Send him to Rome. Let him throw his hockey card in the Coliseum and get all pissed off and do an emotional thing and come back and he'll just be like, do I look nervous?
Going back to the Bedard stuff, like all those guys who made it besides him, I just feel you could rely on way more in a bottom six role. They've been around, they've done that. I mean, Horvat and
he's
Suzuki.
The best player left off.
What
did you say? Is he the best player left off though?
Bedard?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. I mean, man, like listen. I mean, man, like Jarvis has done a lot in his career so far. I'm not saying he's doing what Bedard is doing individually, but he's also played a lot more playoff hockey than him. So like we take this small sample size of what we've seen from Bedard and we're like, that's what he is all the time, where it's like, what happens when he's playing 13 minutes on a third line or fourth line? Like you just don't know that. And yeah, I guess you could say the same thing about Suzuki or Horvat because they're used to playing first line minutes anyway, but I'm pretty sure those guys penalty kill. They're putting out there for defensive zone draws to snap it back where yeah, maybe Bedard's been doing that for this year, but these guys have been doing it for 3, 4, 5 years now, where they've been the guy in every situation, all 82 games. So it's hard to just like all of a sudden leapfrog those types of players where you never know what you're going to need them for. So I feel bad for Bedard,
baby. Celebrini's there.
Yeah, but can we agree that Celebrini is a better overall player than Bedard at this point?
Fucking weapon, bud.
Yeah.
And then the other young guy, Wyatt Johnston, is probably a better all-around player than Bedard right now. He's had the playoff experience, and he's been in some bigger games than him.
Power play assassin.
Certain fan bases, if they're in the chat, like they don't like to hear that. They want their guy. If you're a Flyers fan, you want Konechny. If you're a Chicago guy, you want Bedard. It's just people are going to bitch, but that is an incredible forward group for the
let's go, Busy. Parting words, Busy. And if you want to touch on a little World Juniors, they got Finland tonight, Canada, US, Sweden tonight. I know you're following it all, but little how you feeling about Canada, baby? Let's go.
I will say, like, over the year, like I love, like, obviously World Juniors is great and it's fun as they get into the medal rounds. I have lost a little bit of interest sometimes the way that it's officiated, and also how, I don't know, Hockey Canada doesn't have that oomph that it once did, and I hope that they are able to regain that. Am I crazy here?
I hope that the junior guys can, but I feel like the men at the Olympics are going to have to show them how it's done, like the Canadian way. Like they're going to bring it back like we saw at Four Nations. And I think they'll deliver back for us like Canadian hockey. There's enough guys on there like the Marchands, the Crosbys, the McKinnons, like the McDavids that have like fire and like a.
We need Jordan Tutu dumping some more loads and we need some more tutus around. That'll get me watching more.
Guys?
They don't make them like him, man. That's for sure. Hey, boys, thanks for having me on. Great job as usual, and I know you guys got a big surprise for all the folks at home right now.
Yeah,
buddy.
Thank you, Biz.
Boy. Happy
Thanks,
New Year, Biz.
One Canadian leaves. We've talked about the goaltending situation. Let's get in our other goalie, Canadian Oldie. Here he is. Look at this guy. Put him in the pipes before you put Binnington in right now.
Yeah. What's up?
I might not make. What's up, boys? How you guys doing? How are the holidays?
Great. What were you gonna say?
I'm not the greatest goalie out there, but I'm a damn goalie, and I'll be in the net there, post to post. Always touch them up. Skate to the point.
You should have been the third guy in, I think, just because of what I seen at Chicklets Cup of you, like in the room, on the bench, like just ready to go all the time, busy all the time, and you're a guy that like brings it together. You're so Canadian. Did you see the roster yet, buddy?
Yeah, I just checked it out. I've been hammering down here, working away, but yeah, I just seen it. Hey, I'm not a GM, but the team is. You got lots of grinders out there. Love to see Brad back there, Marchand, weapon, Tom Wilson protecting Celebrini out there. It's going to be a good squad. Binnington, if he wants to snap and lose it, full on brawl right off the face off. But I think Logan, like the boys said earlier, start him. But we'll see what happens. What do you boys think?
You're gonna go with Logan Thompson. I feel like has he even played for Team Canada at any level before? Maybe a world championship. I think that's crazy if you guys are starting off the Olympics with a goalie like that with so little experience.
You know what? We'll see what happens, I guess. If that's what he's the number one guy, they throw him, right? But like you said, Binnington did win it for Team Canada in the Four Nations series, not All-Star game, Four Nations, right, Arm? We know. So
yeah, we know. Don't let the boys get to you. Don't let
it was an All-Star. No, but he stood on his head too. But you know what I mean? The goalies are high and low. It's a roller coaster, right? Peaks and valleys. Sometimes on top of the world.
What have you been doing over the holidays now? Are you following World Juniors at all? You following the boys? Because you're like you're at the golf event. You're at this thing. You're at a lacrosse game. You're Canada, baby. You are.
Buddy, doesn't stop, boys. I'm grinding, dude. I haven't stopped. I literally haven't stopped. Couple days off, but that was it. Christmas, and then that was it. Just back buzzing with the boys, cleaning the roads, keeping it safe out there for everyone else.
Yeah. So what's your New Year's Eve's plan? This is the New Year's Eve extravaganza. What's the life of Oldie got after this?
I'm gonna go skate up at where they had the open TPC. There's a little skate-a-thon there. There's like a rink from 5 to 9. So I'm gonna bring the fam jam, go for a little skate, and be back home.
What do you be wearing? What do you be wearing for that? Like if you're going wheeling around, you got those skin tight jeans on. You got cowboy boots.
Jangings, baby, jangings. I gotta keep it clean out there. Speed. We're built for speed out there. I know it's a public skate, but you don't want to be the last guy on the public skate, right?
Hell yeah, buddy. So, okay, Oldie, before we let you go, get back to bumping and grinding. Happy New Year. Any message for Canadian hockey fans out there? Are we back? Is Canada hockey back? Are the men going to get it done? Are the World Juniors going to get it done? Let's go.
Come on, baby. Of course we are. Let's go, Canada. Get your asses fired up. A couple more days, bumping and grinding, because we got till the 5th. The boys are going to gold medal. World Juniors are on fire right now. We know Latvia, but just keep pumping, boys. Keep pumping. Gold medal, Canada, we have 14 gold medals. Come on. We in Olympics. I think USA is 4, but I mean, it's a work in progress. But the boys just got to drive to the net. Full gas pedal. No brakes. All gas. Horn, baby. Let's go, Canada. Let's go, baby. Get the butts fired up. It's our sport. But the thing is, we know we've been crushing it for years, but you can't take it off the gas pedal. Once you take it off, the other team's back buzzing. Yep. You think the team's a shitty team? Guess what? They might be better than you today, and it's only 60 minutes, boys. 60 kilometers up here in Canada, but we know down there it's only like probably 42 miles because you know the difference, but it's still 60 minutes on the board. You still got to play balls to the wall. They still got to go. What do you think? What do you think, Murls? How the U.S. can he finish?
The U.S. I guess they're making the phone calls today for the Olympic team, but of course our World Junior team will be in the gold medal game. It's just in fact if you'll be there, seeing we've won the last 2. It's our tournament now, from what I've heard. So hopefully you guys can meet us in the finals, because I was in Sweden 2 years ago at the World Juniors expecting a U.S.-Canada gold medal, and somebody didn't make it there.
Unfortunately, that's a true statement. You can't deny the facts. That's did what happened. But the boys are buzzing now, and I think that little push with Latvia, because they lost last year in overtime, and then it was a close one again, barn burner right to the end there. So I hope that get a little spark in their behind there, boys, and get them going, because you can't, like I said, can't let off the gas pedal. No, all gas, baby. All gas, boys. I love you guys. I miss you guys.
Let you get back to work. I want you buzzing. Send some videos from that skate later on for us.
Yeah, I'll be out there buzzing around at the beautiful golf course too. You guys got to come up and play it. Murls, you got to come up and play it. Arm, you're in the country, so come on over. It's beautiful.
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy. Love you.
Okay, boys.
Guy, one of the best Canadians ever, right there. There he is, Mur.
Yeah, so I before we get more canned, I did tease I had a goal scorer parlay and an under in this first game, 12:30 start in the NHL. It's Protis from Washington, and under 5.5, you get plus 1,000. I tried teasing that on Twitter to try to get some of the gamblers over to the chat. So there's that pick. Oh, there it is. Pop it right up there. Look at that. Way to start your New Year's Eve. A little plus 1,000 odds, Army. I know you love those. But more on that USA, what I mentioned, I read or I heard that Bill Guerin will be making calls to players today. So usually when that happens, even though the announcement isn't until January 2nd, I think some things will leak out.
Biz will have that. Biz will have that announcement doing the outdoor game in Miami. I think he'll be down there. King of the Winter Classic will not be there, but
The outdoor game that's inside.
the indoor-outdoor game, huge asterisks. If they go 21 seconds into that game, if they pop that, doesn't count, Mur.
Yeah, get ahead of it now, Army. I like that. King of the Winter Classic. Is it a Winter Classic if it's in Florida? No.
I don't think so.
No. Streak goes on. I might pop a bottle right now for you.
Yeah, pop it already. It's already in we already have it in what do they call that when you want to put it into an argument situation?
Into evidence?
No. You want to make a complaint or something. You put it in as a whatever. Fuck it. I'm an idiot. Anyway, Oldie, what a beauty.
Yeah, thanks
everyone. Everyone
thanks
on that public skate. Beware of that guy's fucking groin satchels flying around out there. Just bust his groin pockets, whatever he calls them. Oh man.
So anything more on the Canadian Olympic team, Army, before we move on? I wanted to break down the World Juniors a little bit more.
No, I mean, that's it. We broke it down, like who's on, who's not on. I mean, that's what we got. It's unbelievable that it came out today. I think we've been waiting so long for this. Are we going to the Olympics? Is Chicklets going to the Olympics and not us?
I don't think so.
Are we going to have representation there? I don't know. I imagine it's once in a lifetime.
We are not going to the Olympics.
No, yeah, it's just so far.
You guys can't handle. Imagine Whitney trying to fly overseas. That guy can't handle that. There's no chance.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we might be going to Florida for the Olympics.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah, so let's get the World Juniors. I want to look at the standings. You know, what are we about? A little bit, almost halfway through the preliminary rounds. And of course, Sweden, as always, is leading the group. They just do not lose group games. It's insane. 45 and maybe 9 in their last
until tonight
something games. So that's really crazy how good they are in these. Look at their goal differential, 15-5. But the big matchup tonight, US-Sweden, it's a fight in the Murley household. Johanna's already started to digging in early this morning on this. So that would be a big game for us. And then you're Canada. They're leading, a little blemish with the OT win, but they're gonna win that group, it seems.
I feel like there's just something about this Sweden team. There's something about them that just like they have, like Frondell looks amazing. This Stenberg kid looks fucking
he's
awesome.
Nasty.
He's legit. Like he is as legit as they come. And once again, who had it first, Army?
Hey.
The Merman.
Just, I give you guys. I give you these guys. Just
How about
remember
that Eklund kid too, like Eklund's brother. He looks exactly like him. Like look kind of hunched over skater, but like just a little water bug out there for them too.
You think Pittsburgh's guy, right?
Did they take him? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh drafted him. And then Frondell is with the Blackhawks.
Yep.
Another guy I wanted to bring up was Jack Berglund. I've talked to you before about him. I've watched him play, big kid, Flyers prospect. His dad was an NHLer, Christian Berglund, who I played with in Switzerland. So he's a big body. He's going to be a perfect Flyer.
I think the Czech team overall has just impressed me. I mean, they're just battling every game, like in every game, just a tough fucking team to play against.
They're like Canadian. They play Canadian style. Like they're big, they're physical, they're fast. They bully people around out there. They have like good skill. Like for me, like watching the Czechs, they're like super impressive team, like really impressive. And
no question.
Like and look, tough team.
I don't want to make this about myself here, guys, but please, the Boston Bruins prospects, they're completely taken over. I mean, James Higgins looks incredible. 2 goals last game. He is exactly what David Pastrnak needs at that center position. And then Willie Zellers, this kid can't stop scoring.
He scores every game.
Incredible. He can score from any angle. His shot is unbelievable. And for Bruins fans who forget, he was a throw-in. He was a throw-in on the Charlie Coyle trade to Colorado last year. So I have had so much fun, and I know Bruins fans across the board have watching this, because I don't remember the last time a Boston Bruins prospect was in this tournament where you're actually interested in watching. It was like Johnny Beecher in 2019. It's crazy.
Hey, do you think they're going to win tonight, G, as the American? I know Murls is American, but he loves Sweden so much.
I think tonight's going to be tough. I do. I think tonight's going to be a tough one. I do think they pull it off. I got American pride. So, I mean, it's always tough to bet against Sweden in the first round, but we do have a Chicklets University video coming out today with Cole Hudson and Cole Iserman. So maybe we give them a little Chicklets bump. It's worked in the past. We went to the girls' locker room too. Brand new $10 million renovation. Absolutely incredible. But hopefully we can give them a little Chicklets bump.
Hell yeah. That comes out. So come for game notes live at 12 and stay for Chicklets University at 2:00 Eastern. That will drop for you as well. Lots of Chicklets content. Oh my God. Jesus. Yesterday, today, everything. Unbelievable.
Yeah, don't forget there was a sandbagger dropped yesterday with the Duke. So make sure to check out that. There it is. There it is. I haven't even had a chance to check that one out. I saw the clip though of Whitney taking the crust off an Uncrustable, which was just complete lunatic behavior from the Wit there.
I mean, I thought the funniest clip from that whole video was before the round even started. Biz just going up to a random guy, just taking his balls and just taking his range balls that he just bought.
He's like, "Hey, buddy, can I get some of those?" The guy's like, "Yeah, sure." And then he takes them. He doesn't even realize. And the guy's like, "They're like, that's that guy's balls. You pay for them." He's like, "Best, so Biz though." He's like,
and then he gives him an edible too as he's like,
"Oh man, away. Sorry. Oh, I had no clue. I didn't like." He's like the nicest guy though. Like,
so funny.
Yeah, 2 edibles for his troubles. What an animal! Good. And then he just went to town on that pipe with the Duke just getting crippled. It's insane. I haven't watched the whole thing yet either, but yeah, tune into that. Lots of stuff to catch up on, no question. And maybe the best for last with the Chicklets University.
One thing about Chicklets University, I do want to say we did something a little different this time. We have a lot of cameos. BU has a very good alumni across the NHL. So we got a lot of testimonials from guys across the league on what it meant to play for BU, their favorite BU memories. So we got some big names. So definitely tune in.
Beat BU. Beautiful. Beat BU. That's my first college game. We took down BU at home here at the Houston Fieldhouse. So suck on that awesome. One, Wit. And while we're still
versus Finland, Canada versus Finland tonight. Let's go Canada. They got hot last game, Murls. They finally got some guys getting going and getting on the score sheet. Is one of those games where they just pummeled the other team and just like had their way with them, where you can get some production going, which is obviously pretty huge for them, right? And you know, when you can feel pretty good about yourself and balls of twine if you're gripping a little tight. Like I thought LJ Mooney has been gripping it tight. He's had a few chances to score for USA, but he got a couple points yesterday. So hopefully that can lead, or a couple days ago. So hopefully that can lead into something big for him tonight in their game against Sweden. But when the kids, confidence is everything, right? Confidence is everything. So Canada, highly confident going into Finland tonight.
Army, I don't know. You're in the group chat. You don't seem to be happy with the way Canada's playing. You're calling us. You got a lot of TikTok hockey talk here.
Fraud dog. Call him fraud dog.
You know what I don't like?
Lives in Minnesota.
You know what I don't like? I don't like Hockey Canada of late. And I understand with the shit in the past and the shittiness of that. I understand that. But Canadian hockey, this is what we're fucking bullies. We fucking take your lunch. We eat it in front of you. We go. We don't care. We came out of the gates with a win against the Czechs and a hard fought win. And we got, Porter Martone's under attack for taking a penalty at the end of the game. Fuck off. Suck it. We're Canada. We score empty netter. We scored. Okay. Yeah. He's getting a little cocky. He's a little out of control. Okay. Who cares? Who cares? No handshakes. And then they're fucking crying after. Who cares? Oops-a-daisy. Okay, we're maybe a little sorry about that. We didn't mean to do that. We didn't know. Okay? But we're coming in here to get gold. We're not coming in here to be nice. Okay? Screw it. Let's go, boys. Keep building. Big game last game. Racked up the goals. I want to see that coming through. I want to see that Canadian hockey. I want to see us running over everyone. We run over you. We don't apologize for running over you.
If they just didn't apologize, if they, like, the World Juniors is back. Like, if they didn't apologize, they didn't shake hands, they're slapping guys on the ass, then it's like, all right, we finally got some hatred. I feel like we haven't really had hatred at the World Juniors. There was a little at the outdoor games in Buffalo a couple of years ago, but other than that, it's like fucking tummy sticks.
Yeah, and especially without Russia in there. Usually Russia would bring up some feistiness and do something stupid or make a bad comment
in the locker room.
The craziest thing is the Latvian kid saying he's played against bigger players, which wasn't that big of a deal, but there was finally some chirping going on.
He laughed in the reporter's face. Yeah. He laughed. He was like, Gavin McKenna. Fuck, I don't care about Gavin McKenna.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
want
What do you guys
Canada-
think of McKenna?
I want Canada back. I want Canada going. McKenna, I thought he's been kind of like quiet for the first few games. Like I thought I would notice him like diving into the play a little bit more, where he's affecting the play a lot more. I get it. It's like high level elite, but it's more players of his age. But I think that was huge for him last game to get a hat trick and like really blow it up. He could have had 5 goals. He had missed one right at the buzzer at the end of the first, shot it over the net, kind of toe hooked it up over. But he was like a factor. He was involved. He was engaged. That line's been pretty good for them too, who he's playing with. And that Haig is sick. That
So
kid
sick.
is fucking sick. He is
And he's
sick,
got
so-
he's got a little cockiness to his game too, where it's like he's chirping his teammates in post games interviews. He's like, he has that like swagger. I think he's going to fit in great in Montreal.
Oh yeah, he's going to be a weapon, man. He come on as just like a star player. So it's awesome to see that. But it's huge for McKenna to get a hat trick and get him feeling that, and get him like that, instead of going, oh no, I haven't got a goal yet. Now you got him going, okay, I'm hungry now. Like that's how I think he feels when he's rolling. Like he wants to get the production. He wants to be that guy. So he just got a taste of it. Now he can unleash. And hopefully the Canadian machine just wakes up and just keeps rolling and chugging and building. Let's go, Porter Martin. Lead those guys. Let's go. Run them over. Run them over.
Yeah, I think I see here the World Juniors are 79 CHL players, Arm Dog. Is that from you, that stat?
Yeah, that matches a record of 2013 World Juniors. So CHL, took a lot of, obviously, their product there. It's up in the CHL Junior Hockey League,
it's probably making it a little easier for McKenna to feel that way. He's out there playing against his old CHL players that he dominated. It's been a little tougher for college.
Yeah, he's got to get acclimated.
And why I talk about college is because I got to talk about the U.S. college select team that went over to the Spengler Cup. We will not bring up Canada because they were terrible. Another Team Canada disappointment overseas. But the U.S. select team did awesome. They made it all the way to the finals. They lost to the host team Davos 6-3 in the finals. Just a great atmosphere. I know it's the first time some of you have seen that rink and are just shocked by how beautiful the inside is and how crazy the fans are. So I think it was a success altogether.
It was pretty cool to hear that it sounded like the country of Switzerland, they said, and the city of Davos almost adopted the U.S. Selects team as their team. They were going nuts every game. Every time they'd play, you'd hear the USA chants. So I thought it was so cool, even though there was Canadians on the roster. Still pretty funny, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a massive success. And now there's kids over in Switzerland, Sweden, over there that are like, oh wow, this college hockey, I'd like to go over there and do it.
Here, Pasha, do we have that post of that rink that we had in our chat from the U.S. Select College NCAA team when they were lost in the final there? Just the shot of that rink, boys, like the experience for those guys to be able to go over there and play.
Yeah, I played there one game. It feels like you're in a sauna. It's all built out of wood. It's a big church. And
it's like Vermont.
You're on the top of a ski mountain. The only thing up there is the ski village. So there's great parties afterwards. It's really a cool spot. And that's where Joe Thornton played during the lockout, the original lockout. And then he met his wife there. So the other lockouts, he went back and he would play there and he would train with them because it's just an amazing spot to be.
It said they sold out all their merch, for the U.S. College Selects. Like the locals just kind of like attracted to them, to these young guys like coming over there, the brand new cool team of the tournament, and ran their way right to the final. Zach Boychuk says, great showing for U.S. College Selects.
And it's so funny too, because I was looking at Murls Hockey DB before this, and just to, it's you learn something new every day when you look at Murls Hockey DB. Come to find out, he played in Lugano. He played in the Swiss Pro League. Murls, talk about
how'd you end up
Pro
there?
League. That's got to be one of the best leagues to play in over there, right?
Yeah. So it started off, when I first left the NHL, I went to Russia. I went to Khabarovsk. Look that up on a map if you're bored someday. But it didn't go well at all for me. It was just
you
a
signed
bad
a 1-year
experience.
deal, though?
1-year deal. It was because I wanted to go to a better place. I wanted to rip it up there and then go to a Moscow team or something like that. Didn't work out. So, but they dragged me along. That team dragged me along. They were going to re-sign me. Eventually, they didn't sign me. So I was basically holding out. I was still sitting here in August, in September, which wasn't bad. I was like, I don't mind missing the Russian training camp. But all of a sudden, I'm spending money every weekend. Say $1,000 is going out every weekend and there's nothing coming in. It's going on 2 months. I'm skating at RPI. I said, I got to go play. So this opportunity came up in the Swiss B League, and it was a month-to-month contract. And I figured if I'm there skating, soon as there's a spot open in the Swiss A League, they'll take me. I'll go rip up the B League. And as soon as there's a spot ready, I'll go. So we did it. I went over to Langenthal. I played it for a month. Those 3 months were crazy. I can tell those stories another time, but eventually a guy got hurt. Boyd Devereaux got hurt in Lugano.
Yeah.
So I went down there. I signed a contract for the rest of the season, $70,000 for maybe 15 games, but they could get out of it after a week. So we played the games. I played 3 games. I'm on the 4th line. One of the guys on my line has a cage because he's a junior. But I get 2 points. We win all 3 games. This thing's no way they can cut me. They're going to keep me here. Shocked to get called into the GM. This guy who's such a bum. You do not skate well enough, Matt, for this league. You cannot play in the Swiss A. We will not keep you. I said, oh, shit. Okay. So now I start panicking. I go back to the hotel.
So that's a weekend. That's after the first weekend, Murls.
Yeah, they could cut me after 7 days. The guy hands me $8,000 in cash, though. That was nice.
That was your buyout.
Swiss
Right
francs.
to the casino.
Right, Swiss francs. Jeff Hamilton was on the team with me, my buddy. He drives me to the hotel. Immediately start calling the agent, Michael Civic, our old teammate.
Yeah.
He gets me on Sparta Prague in seconds, $50,000 for the rest of the season. Said, oh, that's pretty good. I just picked up 8 from them. I'm going to get 50. I'm basically going to get the same. And Prague is unreal. Like this is a good deal. So I'm packing up my hotel. My flight's in 2 hours. Jeff Hamilton calls me. He goes, dude, an import just got hurt up in Rappersville, Swiss A League. He goes, you got to stay in this league. You'll dominate this league. This is where the money is. I said, oh man. So I call that team. They offer me $50,000 to stay and play in Rappersville. So I get on the train. It was a 3-hour train north, I believe. Lugano. It's just outside Zurich, this team Rappersville. And I played there the next 15 games. We went into the relegation. We won the relegations. It was awesome. That's where I played with Berglund and Stacy Roos. Who were the others? A couple other really good
imports. Did you produce there when you were there too? Like, were you good?
Yeah, I had over a point a game for that team too.
So I heard
I could play in this. I could skate in the Swiss A League. I can't think of the guy's name, Henry or something.
I mean, Lugano had to be. I mean, it's on Lake Como. It's like unbelievable, right?
Most beautiful place.
Casino.
It's the dream place to play Lugano. The food in the city the pasta is better than anything, better than I ever had in Italy. There was a restaurant in the rink that we ate at every single day after practice. I still dream of that pasta. It was an amazing place. And the weather is nice. It's a lot warmer down there. The travel's a little bit more for that league, but it's still everywhere in 3 hours.
Murls? Any hijinks, any casino trips or anything like that?
In the Rappersville one, I lived at the casino. When I went up there for the 3 months.
Shocker.
Yeah. There was a casino 5 minutes over the bridge. That was the year of the Olympics too. So I watched that Olympic game when Crosby scored with Stacy in his apartment, all Canadians. And but we were off for a month in the Swiss League. We had a month off. And you think I wasn't at the casino drinking every day? You're nuts.
I won a gold medal on Team Canada Worlds with Stacy Roost. Great guy.
Yeah,
great little
guy.
Player. Great little player.
He was just the assistant GM for that Spengler Cup team. I think it was Bergie was the GM. Yep. He's the assistant GM. And Michel Terrien. Not good enough, Michel.
Hey,
Michel,
did you hear
not good
Michel,
enough.
though? Did you hear when they got a bad penalty against like the guy cross-checked the guy in front of the net and like low, and like his stick was like this, and when he hit his stick, his own stick went in his face. It was this US Selects kid, and he was like sticking out his tongue like he sucked him in for a penalty, and Terrien went in and he came out to start the next period, and Terrien just doing the games, just pulling the strings. He comes out, he's like, and they had like everything mic'd up too there, which was so cool. Like in the dressing room, Godowski giving it to his team, wake up and all this shit. Like everything you could like hear was just streamed on YouTube. So it was kind of sick that way. And Terrien comes out to the ref. He's like, come here. And the ref comes over and he's like, hey, did you watch the tape? You know, not the guy, he make you look dumb, you know, he make you not look good. And like, you're going to let that happen. Like he's just playing the game, trying to work for a penalty next, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. He was a master at that.
He's a master. And I loved how he did it right before. As soon as he came out to the bench, he just went right up to the edge of the boards and just like, come here. I want to play a game.
Come here, Artemy. Get into my office, Artemy.
Me
Not
too.
good enough. No hope plays. No hope plays.
I loved seeing Michelle back in the mix there, though. That was good. Too bad they didn't crack it and make it through, but welcome back to coaching, Michelle Terrien. I love it. What am I, by myself now?
We lost the Mur. He
Well, you got
mushed his
bad
new
internet?
Wi-Fi.
Mushed his
Mushed it.
Wi-Fi. Oh,
You know, this is why Murls can't have nice things, you know?
It's why we can't give Murls nice things, no doubt. Hey, great tee up on the stories of Murls over in Europe with his hockey DB. I mean, this guy is a man of mystery. He's a hockey enigma.
1,000
Murls,
lives. 1,000 lives.
What goes on over there, Murls? He's trying to get his settings all figured out now.
For what?
In all your Europe leagues in
Oh, man.
Switzerland. Is Switzerland like pro beer league kind of like wide
Switzerland's
open,
the best league to
points?
be in. It's a lot of skating, not a lot of hitting. I mean,
Sigsy,
I was one of the
says
heavier
new house,
guys.
same Wi-Fi.
It's something else. I think it's my computer.
It might be new house, same Wi-Fi.
I jinxed it. You jinxed it because I switched to these headphones. I haven't had a problem hearing you, and now all of a sudden you brought it up, and that was it. But the Swiss league was nice too because the travel. It was where I was. We had a lot of 45-minute bus rides in and out. Just play the game. You're home. You do Friday night home, Saturday away, or vice
ski and
versa.
shit? Are you allowed to do that while you're there?
We did at the end of the season. That was a first time I'd skied in 25 years because you know in North America, oh, don't ski, you'll get hurt for hockey. So I think I've told that story before on here, but if you want to hear it again, it was ugly. It was a scene.
Skiing?
Because so team party, end of the year, all the fine fun, you go on a trip. We went on a ski trip to Arosa, and I don't think anything better. I just jump in the car with one of the guys. I think it was Berglund, and we go up this mountain. It's called 300 turns or something. You get all the way up this mountain. It was crazy. I get up there, I get sick. I'm like, this is too high. I don't like this. So we party all night that night. Wake up in the morning. All these Swiss guys have their own skis because they're doing it all the time. I need to go rent them. So I run down to the store. I rent the skis. I'm rushing back. I see the boys and they're getting on a gondola. And I know nothing about skiing. Gondola goes pretty high up. If you don't know, I've been on tow lifts my whole life. So I grab my skis and I'm following these guys. And we go all the way up the gondola and I'm out of it. I'm like, oh, it's so tired. I'll just follow the guys. They get out of that gondola and go into a second gondola. We are now on the top. Even higher. We were at the highest point. We might have been above Mount Everest at this point. And now I get out and I'm supposed to ski down. I haven't skied in 25 years. I didn't know what to do. It was a disaster. I ended up walking down kind of sideways down some of the steeper parts before I eventually figured like the lower one.
Were your legs like shaking because they're so tired? That's what happened to me.
Yeah, I was brutal. And then it got worse is that halfway down the mountain, there was this insane restaurant and bar. In Europe, they do it the best. These huge patios. Yeah. It's April now, so the weather, we're getting sunburned. That's how beautiful it is.
Wow.
Slugging beers. All of a sudden, it's 7 p.m. It's dark. It's closed. I completely forget I have to ski down the second half of the mountain. I'm hammered. I haven't skied in 20 years. It was a disaster. I snowplowed the whole way down. Luckily, I didn't kill myself or anyone else. So I did ski the Swiss Alps once.
No, that's unreal. What a life you leaded. What a life you've led.
Just
calling
run.
GMs, ear to the ground, guy gets hurt, just on the phone, ticket booked, sorry, Civvy, cancel a ticket, staying in Switzerland. Unbelievable life you've led. You should send out like
because every decision could change everything, and you look back and you have regrets. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this. But
is there one thing that you did that you shouldn't have done? Like a team you went to where you're like, yeah, okay, fine. I need this contract. And you're kind of just sniffing. Cause when you get on those, cause my brother did that forever too. And he was like, I'm going to Germany. By the time the year ended, he played in the KHL, Germany and Sweden all in like the same year. Like, it's just like, you're just flying by the seat of your pants trying to get a job, right?
So I had great advice from Ray Giroux. He was a long-time pro. He played in Russia for a long time. And he told me, so this is for younger players out there. He said, make sure you always go to the highest league you can. And if you have to take less money, you take less money because once you're down below it, it's really hard to go back up. So say you start in the German league, it's going to be really hard to go to Sweden or to the KHL. So he's like, always try go for the top leagues. And if you got to take a little less, it'll pay off in the long run. So that was really good is that there was a couple of times where, in Sweden, I took a little less just to stay in Sweden because then I'm still on the cusp of going KHL. And then if you do bad in Sweden, a German team will take you. And then if you do bad in Germany, an Italian team will take you. You understand what I mean? like the
Yeah.
tiers. So always
That
shoot
was
for the top.
your, yeah, that was your strategy.
That was great advice. Yeah. And my probably my biggest mistake was going to that Russian team. I had signed here in Albany, but I wanted to go to Russia before that year. And I kind of just fell into this. I had a sign with Carolina and Albany, and they just treated me so poorly. I've talked about it a million times. They sent me down, but I shouldn't have gone to that team because it was a bad team. It was a bad coach. It wasn't the right spot for me. And then that was so hard to recover a bad season there. It took me 5-6 seasons to get back to
the
the
stink
KHL.
out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you know anything too about the leagues over there? Like we see Zach Boychuk in the chat right now. He's over there, but like, did you know any? Because when I went to Sweden, I didn't know. I just knew Swedes. I knew it was like a reputable, good league. They paid good. It like had like, you know, you're not going to get horsed around as like you hear about some of these stories. Like it's fairly stable. And so that's why I went there. Now, when I got there, I had no clue that it was like defensive shutdown, fucking lockdown, block shots, like 2-1 game, scared to win, not scared to lose, scared to win. And just like so defense. It's like the most defensive league in the world. And then my brother's like, well, yeah, I could have told you that, dude. You should have went to Switzerland. It's wide open, like beer league style. And, you know, this league is like this league, you know, they all have their own little flavor. You know, I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah, I had good advice from like those older guys, and like Monty was a guy that I relied on. He had played in some leagues over there. I knew a lot of older players. Frankie Banham was an old school player. My brother,
Blade.
Yeah, my brother had him in Springfield. So he connected me with him, and he gave me a lot of good advice too on different places. And no, you don't want to go there. You want to go here. So he was a big help to me. I just kind of asked everybody everything. But the first year I went to Russia was the first year of the KHL. So a lot of guys had gone over. And what I always looked at is like, if that guy got points in the AHL the same as I did, that means I'm going to score over there. But it didn't always work that way. And sometimes I was better than the guys. Sometimes I was worse than the guys. But it goes into your point. Like the NHL works for some players. Yeah. Colin Fraser was a player. He NHL Stanley Cup champion. He came over to Germany, and you know that's even lower than Sweden. And he had a tough time because he thought he was going to be the half wall in the power play. Yeah. He thought he was, but we had Steve Reinprecht there. We had Patrick Reimer, this German guy you've never heard of. He could have been in the NHL. So he was still kind of a third liner, fourth liner, penalty kill specialist. And he didn't want to do that anymore.
He wanted to be
70 grand.
He just wanted to go dangle now at that point in his career. He didn't want to go over there and do his role. I agree. Where's your favorite place you played though? For like I see in the chat right now, by the way, I see, you know, Boychuk talking about playing in Berlin and stuff. Like I went and visit, I've said this before. I visited my brother from Sweden. I went to Germany and saw him and went to one of his games, and like the atmosphere at the rink was cool. Like just like in Sweden when I was playing there, it was pretty cool. But like the food, the city, like everything, where was your favorite?
Yeah, Germany is awesome for the fans. If you go to a place, Berlin or Mannheim, the fans they're packed. It's crazy. Berlin, all of Germany's, it's a little more drinking culture. So you're right to have beers on the bus. You're having beers every Sunday. In Sweden, you're not supposed to drink all season, which I got a lot of problems with that. They're so weird about that. They think we're athletes and we can't even have a beer at dinner. Sweden was definitely my favorite. I had a great setup up there in Timrå. I had so many good friends I still have up there. It's just it was hockey. It's all anybody cares about up there is hockey. So that was a lot of fun for me for it to be that serious. So I would have to say that was the best spot, Timrå.
Fuck, little story time with Murls. God, we got to get into this
Euros.
You should get out like a 30-part Murls series of like a story from one of your little like pop-ups, you know, like a pop-up, like had a contract. I started to keep the
journal. My mom was all over me. She's like, write a journal every day, write it. And I think I did it for maybe a week in Switzerland. And then I got buckled at a bar and was too hungover to write it the next day. So like, all right, there goes that journal. I already missed a few days. Yeah. But yeah, I should really dig deep. It's good when I see guys and then we remember the stories. That's when it's the best. If
the amount of guys you played with are probably just insane because you did all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And the good one is when Schrempy, because Robbie Schremp, he wants to come on again. We got to have him on next couple of weeks. he played in Modo when I was up in Timrah. So he used to come down and hang out with us all the time. And then when he plays in our Chicklets Cups, he reminds me of stuff all the time. He's like, I remember the first night you met Johanna, like we were out with them and all this. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot you were there, Shrimpy. So, yeah,
what a life, buddy.
Yeah, good.
I see in the chat someone said, are you guys going to talk about how soft the Devils are, Murls?
Oh, I mean, that's the number two story. I mean, our number one story was supposed to be the Sabres and all them, but maybe we'll leave that one alone and get Pasha on here to give a Devils State of the Union.
Roll it. Don't let him do it.
Warning, the following statements are about to be made by a deranged Devils fan. The views expressed are his and his only. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt because, remember, he is a deranged Devils fan.
There, thank God we got that in. Posh, this could be, as Terrian would say, one of your top 10s.
Morale is low right now, boys. Morale is low in Devil's Land. Things are not going well, and there's a lot of blame to go around. And there's a couple of things I'd like to get off my chest. Devil's Twitter is all over Fitzy. They're all over Fitzy for not making a move. And I think Fitzy, I've been a big supporter of Fitzy since day one. I think he's made a lot of great moves. I do think he is deserving of some blame. But I want to talk about Dougie Hamilton for a second here. In the last calendar year, the Devils, 5-on-5 offense, are 32 out of 32 teams in the NHL. Dead last. Now, injuries are a huge factor. Jack Hughes has missed like most of that. A lot of other injuries, but that's for the talent on that roster that is still inexcusable. And Dougie Hamilton's a guy making $9 million, supposed to be an offensive D-man. The guy has 1 point since November 1st. 24 games. Okay?
Should I slump bust him?
Slump buster.
Well, you should. I mean, the guy,
I don't know if I want to touch that.
He has also blocked 2 trades in the past year. He blocked one in the summer, and he blocked one a few weeks ago. Buddy, your organization clearly doesn't want you. You're not performing. They're not performing. What do you just want to sink with the ship? Like, fucking waive your no movement clause. Go get a fresh start. You obviously need it. It's obviously not working with the Devils. You're making $9 million. The team's not clicking. The team needs a shakeup. The team is broken. Fucking waive your no movement clause and stop sewering the boys. Like, the organization doesn't want you. All these teammates of yours, alleged friends, you're just sewering them by refusing to waive and sticking around. 1 point since November 1st, $9 million. The guy plays soft as fuck. Give me a break, Dougie. Give me a break. Waive your no movement clause. Get out of there. I know he negotiated it. It's his right. Fuck off.
Oof. So Singsy in the chat, Dougie Hamilton and Andre Palat are destroying the Devils.
Well, see, that's the thing. Palat, I have a lot of respect for Palat. Couple-time Cup veteran or a Cup-winning veteran. He plays hard. Yeah, he's not playing worth $6 million. He's been quite bad. The amount of chances Jack Hughes puts on a platter for him that he doesn't bury is infuriating. And you expect the defensive play to be there. Last night, he has a horrible failed clearance that ends up in the back of their net. But I got a lot of time for Palat. I respect the hell out of him. Would I like them to get rid of his contract? Yes, I would. But I got a much, much bigger problem with Dougie. And that leads me to my Fitzy point. $15 million between Palat and Dougie. A lot of GMs give out bad contracts. Sometimes you got to throw in the no movement clause or the extra $500,000 or whatever to bring players to locations like New Jersey. And when he signed Dougie at the time, I was fine with it. A lot of GMs give out sort of less than optimal contracts, but those GMs are also able to get out of them. It seems like, these elite GMs have no problem packaging a second, 2 seconds, or a first to get other teams to take these contracts off the books. And that's been my problem with Fitzy. I mean, obviously I just said Dougie blocked the trades, but like, you got to fucking figure out a way to clear cap space. From what I understand, that played a factor in them not getting Quinn Hughes. I know Minnesota's offer was not going to be beat, but also this team needs a top 6 winger. They need a third line center. Kovacevic is about to come off the IR, and they can't afford for him to join the team. So something has to give. I'm not on the fire Fitzy train. I still think he's been great, and he has not been given a fair shake with injuries the last 2 years. But this team is broken. This team needs a shakeup ASAP. They needed it yesterday. If Fitzy cannot deliver that shakeup, then he needs to be fired. But I'm not ready. I'm not ready to fire Fitzy quite yet. And to be honest, I've loved Keefe as well. I would not be mad if they fired Keefe. I think one, for the reason I just said, that they need a shakeup. The team is broken right now. They can't fucking score.
Lippy.
They cannot fucking score. But I think they need a shakeup. I think DeBoer was my favorite coach in Devils history. I love DeBoer. If they have a chance to bring in DeBoer, I think you fire Keefe. Again, I'm not saying firing Keefe is the immediate answer, but because, again, the injuries, he hasn't had really a fair shake, but he is having the Devils play a brand of hockey that is not suited to their roster. They were the best rush team, or one of the best rush teams in the league under Lindy Ruff a few years ago. They are fast, young. They are now playing a slow game. They are playing a slow game with fast players. It's not working. Sure, their defense has been a bit of an uptick, but I'm not sure Keefe, it's just not suited for their roster, unfortunately. So I don't know what needs to happen, but they need a shakeup. They need big moves. I'm shocked it's taking this long.
There
Something's
are
gotta
moves
give.
you can do, I think, Murls. Can you not, if you really want to move Dougie,
Yeah.
what do?
You send him to the
Send him down.
Mindsies.
No, you can't.
Send him
No, you
down.
can't. No, because he has a full no move, so you can't put him on. You can't put him on waivers or any of that shit. Yeah.
Well, you do what they do in Russia then. You tie a tire to his back and you make him skate laps. Be like,
Yes,
all day
exactly.
long. And you can do
Exactly.
2 sessions, 3 sessions a day.
I
You
don't
can
like
make
that.
it miserable.
I don't care what it takes. I mean, listen, I gave Drury flack for the way he handled some of his stuff with the no movements of Goudreau and Trouba, but fucking you gotta make a move, man. Dougie's killing this team. Like they need that cap space. They need a winger. They need a 3C. The team's broken. Something's got to give. And shout out Nico Hischier for dropping the gloves last night against Nyes, who has fucking a lot of weight and size on him. Hischier should not be fucking fighting. He should not be fighting. And you got Dougie just standing there, just watching. Like,
Well, I saw
Nico
Dougie
should
left the
not be
game
dropping
last
the
night. What
gloves.
happened to him? He left the game.
He left the game with like 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
I think that was a nothing burger. I think he got like speared, butt ended or something. He's fine.
How do you feel about Keefe saying the team has no balls?
I mean, it's hard to argue that. Like, Nico Hischier should not be fighting. He should not be fighting.
Yeah, sometimes that works though. We see Sidney Crosby drop some mitts every once in a while, get Pittsburgh going. Maybe this is the spark your
I
Devils
hope so.
need.
What the fuck are you smirking about, G?
So someone just put this in the chat, and I think it's fucking hilarious. I'd love to get your take on this, Pasha. What if there was a deal that was Dougie Hamilton and somehow they made it work for JT Miller? Is that a deal? I know it's unrealistic, but like, is that
Now
a
he's in a
deal
pretzel.
you would entertain? Do you hate Dougie enough right now for something like that?
Absolutely not. No, because Miller sucks. He's terrible defensively. And I would rather, if you're bringing in a bloated contract, bring in Stamkos.
Now you want Stamkos. You didn't want him a couple weeks ago. Now he's
here's
scoring
the
every
thing.
game.
Well,
Brains
here's
of
the thing.
pretzel.
Stamkos, the player, yes, but the guy makes $8 million for a couple more years. Like, that's my issue with it. If Stamkos was making $2 million, absolutely. So, I mean, even if Nashville can retain half, yes, but the Devils can't add fucking Biz for league minimum right now with their cap problems. So let alone fucking adding an $8 million Stamkos.
Nashville's hot right now. Nashville's playing okay. So that's our Devils talk for today. We got to move on. We got to talk about
one more quick thing
here we
though.
go.
I'll end it on
Here
an
we go.
optimistic note. This is a crazy stat. The Devils have scored 24 goals below expected over the last 15 games. That is basically double the next team in terms of like, so the dam has to break. Like, that is going to regress to the mean as it always does, just like teams scoring above expected always kind of regresses. So it's not as doom and gloom as things are right now with the lack of scoring. This is I can't even believe this stat right now, like the gap between them and the next team. So the goals will come. But that doesn't mean that the shakeup also doesn't need to come. So I'll leave it on a slightly optimistic note. And they will still make the playoffs. Grinelli in this chat talking about fucking tanking and fuck off. They're going to make playoffs. A lot of season left, but moves need to be made. I bid you adieu, gentlemen. Thanks for letting me get this off my chest.
New Jersey
what a way to
Devils State of
finish.
the Union.
Optimistic Pasha. You know, when he goes under the hood, there's a case to be made for everything when you do that. If you want to look for bad shit, you can find it. If you want to look for good stuff, you can also find that too. I'm glad he dug deep and found some good stuff on his team. Well, some bad stuff and flipped it into good stuff potentially for his squad. Pasha should be paying you guys for therapy. It's so true. This is so true. Come on the Army's couch. The old couch segment. Get him on the couch, Murls.
Yeah, so I gotta talk a little bit about the Sabres. I do not want to talk too much because I do not want to be blamed for the mush. Biz and G have put a bunch of the mush on them already, releasing the t-shirt. The wagon t-shirt is back in the stores. If you want to be part of this demise, you can. But there it is. Beautiful looking shirt. It looks like just the good comfy material too. I love. But speaking of Sabres, and I was unpacking my house, and I found this nice little stick right here. And he's actually been making a little appearance in some social media. And I just want to have this to prove that I am the Sabres fan of this podcast. I keep hearing Biz talk about he's the only Sabres guy. Right here. To Matt. What's that say? Best of luck. That's Darren Poopa. So Darren Poopa stick from back when I was in, I don't know, squirt hockey. Look at the old NHL logo on there. It's a flat wooden goalie stick. He was the opposite hand goalie, but Darren Poopa, RPI alum. I found his stick in my storage. I thought maybe in one of the wild nights with the bonfire, it got tossed in by one of my friends. But
you know what's getting me going right now? I've seen comments on, other podcasts and fans alike, also Sabres fans that are like, oh, fucking stay away from my team, Biz. You're the biggest mush. How the fuck can you come and jump on the Sabres bandwagon? Are you fucking kidding me, Buffalo fans? Are you kidding me? You're going to just all of a sudden, you're going to get puffed up your fucking chest now and be like, oh, no, we're not jinxed. Biz is going to jinx us. You guys have stunk. You guys have never won shit. Like take Biz, reverse this shit.
And this is what he does. Like, this isn't something new. He's got 15 teams.
But the craziest part is they've been tweeting at him for like years, being like, talk about the Sabres. You don't give the Sabres any credit. The Sabres are on a 4-game heater. Talk about them. He finally talks about them. They're giving him like death threats.
Hey, is tonight their Stanley Cup? If they win the night,
tough one.
If they win the night to go double digits win streak out of nowhere, Cinderella story, new GM, everything happens to G's point. This is their Stanley Cup tonight. How ruthless do they get on Biz? You know, Biz is going to get in there. He's going to have the jersey on, the goat head. He's going to be going. He's going to be laughing. He's going to be right on it. They're going to be trying to push him away like they're like some iconic fucking winner. There's just like this winner that wins every year, and we had a down run, and now Biz is with us, and it's his fault. It's like, have you just ignored the last 15 to 20 years?
And our football team's in a heap of trouble now too. So happy the Sabres are taking they're taking some of the attention away from the Bills.
100%. I love that the Sabres are on a roll. I love that those players there as a slump buster that just wants to make people's lives better and get guys going. I love that they're feeling that right now. Those players have been in a deep, dark hole, especially their core guys, or even the ones that have fled the ship and ran away and won Stanley Cups elsewhere. I like that they're feeling that. It's nice for them. It's nice for the fans that have stuck there. But fans, don't forget, okay? You can't just say Biz like you're a mush. Like, really? Really? Yeah. He's the mush. He is a mush. But it really, you know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah, it's a match made in heaven. What else you got?
I got a little thing for you here. The best in 2025.
Oh, okay.
I saw this tweeted on social media, and we got a little thing made up here. And these are, it was actually Chris Johnston that tweeted it. Of TSN, good buddy of mine, good dude, but like pretty cool to put this entire list together. So this is the most that has happened in the year 2025. And look at some of these names on here and what they've been able to do. Goals, McKinnon and Geeky, 50 in this year, 49 for Robertson. Pretty amazing stuff.
Robertson, sneaky.
In the year of 2025, McKinnon, Kucherov, McDavid right up there. Look at McKinnon. Jesus. You just keep going down. Look at all those hits from Sherwood this year. in 2025. That is insane. 100 more than Yakov Trenin. Get out of town. It's just crazy. Empty net goals right down there at the bottom.
That's the ones
too.
I like. I like those. I'm hunting those
You
guys.
hunt those. Hagel.
Those are the guys.
Hagel, the best year.
I love the graphic. Great job, Berta, on the graphic. Little
Yeah,
game
just-
note sign down there.
Yeah, just taking some notes, getting it done. Thank you, Berta, for that. Just an absolute legend. Turn that around quick for us today. And so, yeah, that's looking at some of these in a calendar year of what's going on. And maybe the one name that's like crazy in the statistical categories is the numbers of Morgan Geekie. What a year he had.
Yeah,
what a
crazy.
freaking year.
Yeah, I
Congrats
would
to
have
all
never
of them.
guessed Robertson was third in goals. You could have gave me a long time to think of that, and I probably would not have come up with that one. That was awesome. But I love that little game notes logo in there. Did I tell you I got that coming for the local rink here in Troy? Got
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
banner made. All right. I wasn't sure.
It's gonna
Want to
be,
make
like,
sure
on the
I had
board?
said that because now I hear the Chicklets guys trying to say they're going to sponsor youth hockey goalie pads. So, just, following me again. It's just these guys, they can't think of
Murls
their own
invented
stuff
it.
to do.
No, I know. So it's going to be on the boards like a logo, like an advertisement on the
It's going to
board.
be up in the rafters. Big
It's gonna be
banner up in
hanging
the
up on the
rafters.
side.
Yeah.
Oh, will it be big? Are you going to make it big?
I told them make it big as they got. Make it big
Okay.
for us. And then
Okay,
maybe next year we'll
awesome.
go with the boards or maybe on the on ice logo.
Mm-hmm.
See if this
Yeah.
parlay hits. Is it protest score yet?
Let's go. I love it, Murls. Where do you want to go now, buddy?
Yeah, let's go to show Mindsies right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to go first today. I'm going to give you a little extra time. My first one is a guy we talked about early on. He got snubbed. He got snubbed in Team Canada. That's Matthew Schaefer, but he did become the youngest defenseman at 25 points, 18 years, 116 days old. Amazing. He's awesome to watch. He was the real deal. Number one pick. Perfect guy. Love him. So happy for him. So just give him a little show today since he's off the team for now, but keep your eye out if that Theodore is out.
Lovely. What a player. Hey, yeah, it's too bad. He's putting together an unbelievable season. What a record to have as well for him as a young player in this league. 18 years, 116 days old, 25 points. First defenseman to do it that young. Pretty cool. I'm going to go with another young guy. Congratulations to Macklin Celebrini. You are obviously in the show. Putting together a epic season right now. And just to look at some of these tweets and some of the numbers that are coming out on pace to hit 100 points at 65 games this season. Just looking at the teenagers that have done that down through the years and where that would rank him. That would rank him right up there with some of the greats on what they've been able to do. 65 games. Wow. That's like right there just next to Crosby. Of course, Gretzky with that great season right there as a teenager. It's just amazing what he's putting together this year. And you look at like some of the stats of like the point share that he's carrying on his team. It's like if they get in the playoffs, Murls, he will win the Hart Trophy. He's playing that good. His shooting percentage is really high, but his play is like dominating. It's not like he's giving away anything and just getting lucky. Like this guy is absolutely driving it. Here's where his shooting percentages are, the top shooting percentages in, I can't see because it's so small. God dang it. In the last, how many years since when? When is that? 07, 08.
2007, 08.
Till now. So he's pretty elevated. Pasha is a charts graphs guy, so he would know that like this is like it's a pretty high shooting percentage standard wise, but like he is just a juggernaut for San Jose at everything that he's doing. Like just insane with his age, the way he looks. He made the Olympic team, and he's having a hell of a year. Third in the league in scoring right now. As a matter of fact, all top three guys are Canadian Olympians. Just say that. McKinnon, McDavid, and Celebrini right there. So that show, Macklin, keep it rolling.
That's good.
Pleasure to watch. Love watching you. Hell of a player.
That'd be a great future bet right now. I don't have that sports book up right now, but that'd be like the Drake May. You could get Drake May for the MVP of the NFL back in September, plus 10,000 odds. A bunch of people had it. So a young guy, second-year guy, taking the MVP out of nowhere, arm dog. I like it.
I thought I took Drake May for MVP at the beginning of the year. I took him for Offensive Player of the Year on accident. which I thought there was still a chance that he could win, but they usually don't give that to a quarterback. So I'm hurting there. I thought I was going to win that one all year too. I never double checked too, so I thought I had the MVP play.
That's rough. That's rough.
That's a bad
That's
beat.
rough.
Yeah.
What do you got for a show?
Okay, so me and Army were talking about this earlier. The AI video, it was partly AI, partly not AI, from Michael Penhollow. Also goes by Penzi Films on Instagram. He's unbelievable. Posh, I don't know if we have it up behind the scenes, but it is so fucking funny that it starts with AI Patrice Bergeron, and then it goes to all the guys basically that Marchand like cheap shotted over the years, and they all give a here we go.
It's me in 6'3". I don't know whose phone this is, but I hope you're gonna like this video because I know I am. Test T 1 2. Not shot. After being in the league this long, rivals started to respect me.
Hey Marchie, congratulations on 1,000 points. You face licking mother. I can see though, once you get a taste for greatness, your career really took off.
People always say you hate playing against Marshy, but you love playing with him. I did both, and I hated both.
December 29th, 2015. The day you ducked under me, flipped me over your back, and got suspended for 3 games. You'd probably have 2,000 points right now if it wasn't for all the dumb shit that you did in your career.
Marshy, you little rat. Damn if you have some good battles. Still have the hickey left as a constant reminder that you're the worst player I ever played against.
If it wasn't for me, you'd probably stuck at 900 still. Hello, Brad.
Busy.
Paul Albert Bissonnette
This is
here.
great.
Just wanted to pop by and let the world's biggest cap circumciser know that I'm thinking about him. And
oh, hey, Marshy.
Great.
You know, I just asked ChatGPT how many times Sean Avery played against Brad Marchand. 4 times. I think it would be safe to say, and you would probably agree with me, that those are the quietest 4 games you've ever played, kid.
We can edit here. We can't show the NHL highlights, so we'll remove that. But that was awesome. I mean,
That's
just
so
a job
good.
well done by Penzi Films. A+, 10 out of 10. Great work.
Oh my
Like it.
God, that is such a good way to take on like a good character of our game that, you know, plays a certain style to attack the congratulations.
It just
in
fits
that
him
fashion.
so well, right?
Yeah,
Because like
it's
if
so
you had
good.
like 10 guys being like, Brad, I love you so
to
much. You're such
go.
a you mean so much. Everyone would laugh at it. So it's like this is so much better.
It's great. That's unbelievable. Like I love that. Is that not Bergeron? Is that really AI Bergeron? That's so funny.
I don't know what's AI or not anymore.
I don't know.
I thought the whole video was AI. Was that real? I don't know.
A real video?
I've given up figuring it out. Pasha, you're our AI guy. What do you got for us?
My show, you guys know I don't love praising the Canucks all that often, but this stat for Kevin Lankinen we got to bring up here. This is remarkable. He's 17 for 17 in shootout shots this year, 48 for 54 in his career, best shootout save percentage in NHL history at 888. Just absurd numbers here. So we got to give him a little bit of praise.
These are the stats I expect from you, Pasha, as our under the hood guy on a gambling show. This now we know if it goes to overtime, it goes to the shootout. We live bet Vancouver.
Well, have you actually noticed that like when the Canucks, if Lankinen's in net and the Canucks go to overtime, they legit just like don't even try and do anything. They just kill clock to get it to a shootout. It's blatant, and I mean, hey, it works.
Yeah, so that's I'll be watching for that now. Put the alerts on anytime Vancouver goes to OT to live bet that. Let's go.
Murls, he's like Eric Christensen version of the shooter, but for the goaltender. Crusher was just sick in the shootout. He had like 3 different moves, and he would just do them, pick whichever one, and it's a goal. Guy was just light show in the shootout. Lankinen, crazy numbers. Yeah, crazy.
That's the stats we need. I love that.
Yes.
All right, let's get over to the Mindsies, arm dog.
That's the stats we need because it always comes back to Murls' gambling, which we'll get to in a second. Mindsies for me. What the hell, Murls? What in the hell? And this hurts me to say this. What the hell's going on in Winnipeg? What the hell's going on with the Jets? I got to work their game tonight. Here in studio in Toronto, and they are just absolutely have fallen down to 32nd. They got their goalie back, but they just like They stink. They can't score. I think they've won 3 of their last 14 games. Like, they're in an all-time slide. This team, Pasha thinks the Devils are broken. What the heck is going on? And if they didn't have Velarde, Connor, and Scheifele, I don't know what they would do. They'd be in the American League. Like, this team can't score. They can't win. They've fallen off the face of the earth. They were the President's Trophy winning team last season, Murls, and they're in 32nd in the NHL right now. What the hell is going on in Winnipeg? If I have to send them to the Mindsies, but they're pretty much the Mindsies.
Yeah, full relegation to the AHL for them.
It kills me to say it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's hard because we should be making money off this because we know they stink. But I still think of that team that won the President's Trophy. I see Hellebuck in the net. I'm like, oh, I don't want to bet against them.
You can't trust it. I know.
Armdog, to bring a little light to answer a piece of that question, and it ties in with his quote unquote snub today. You look at these numbers under the hood from Mark Scheifele. And he is just god awful defensively. Wow. So I think that's something a lot of people don't realize. I think it's a huge part of why he's kind of not making these Team Canada teams. And I think they got a lot of problems, but this does not help their cause.
Well, he has to be the only one that scores. I don't blame him. Like, you guys play defense. I'm the only one that scores on this team, me and my line. Connor, I thought he'd be a good, intangible, awesome two-way guy, Scheifele, in my mind. Crazy to see that. I don't even know what I'm looking at with this chart. What is
the red 6% on defense?
Why is PK not available? I thought he played PK.
What's going
on?
That's
why he's not on Canada.
Hey, hold on. What's WAR?
Wins above replacement.
So
that's kind of like an aggregate of all these different stats. So that's his overall value. So I mean, listen, he's a great player, great value, but I think his defensive play, there's a lot of similar players offensively to him with Team Canada. So I would imagine the defensive play is why he's not making these teams.
Yeah, if you're not on the top 6, I guess. Yeah, if you're going depending on where they had it slotted or thought that he would be slotted. So, the news gets shittier and shittier for the Jets.
Pasha, I was going to say we weren't going to have you on for your Mindsies because we were pretty sure where it was going. But since you're already on here, you might as well.
Don't be shy, Pasha.
Go for it.
I already went into it. My Mindsies is Dougie Hamilton and the Devils. We'll just leave it at that.
All righty. G, why don't you come on for your Mindsies?
Last time I'll do this all year. It's the last day of the year. That wasn't a lame pun, but Chicklets U drops today. So Mindsies, anyone who doesn't drop it. Posh, roll the trailer. Let's roll the trailer here and show the people what they're in for.
Never a question, anything but BU.
It's the strongest alumni of college hockey.
If you're going to be the man at night, you're going to be the man in the morning.
Hudson and Iserman, I mean, just an unreal thing.
I mean, it's just first class.
You can't match that anywhere else.
So very excited for that to drop 2 p.m. And a reminder, everyone in the chat, I didn't want to drop this on New Year's Eve. There's things that come up. There's reasons you have to do these things. We have to drop it today. Please go give us some love. Like, subscribe, watch. Means a lot. But the second game notes end, go check that out because it's tough.
32 minutes away. That'll be great. People can watch that this afternoon.
Crack your first drink and settle in for a little New Year's Eve at that, or even
you
tomorrow.
Got World Juniors
tomorrow,
on. You got NHL games on right now. You got it all. Just put that on your phone, tee it up, and sit there and relax. What a day. What a great day. Love it.
Yeah, love it.
And real quick, someone just asked, I just want to clarify something. I've seen a few of these messages. Game Notes is going nowhere. When Chicklets goes to Netflix in a few weeks, Game Notes will be going nowhere. We will be on the YouTube channel. Nothing, absolutely nothing changes for Game Notes at all. So I've seen a few questions throughout this full episode, and I just want to address that. We are going nowhere. We'll be right here. Chat lives on, baby.
Chat, the original live show. The original live YouTube
Invented
show.
the live show. Yeah, let's go.
I think if we told Colby that the chat was going away, I think he'd either kill himself or he'd just quit.
Retire. Just retire. I'd just be like, I can't live like this. Yeah, I'd just be gone. I'd be gone. Go live in Yans's freaking guest house and just live down in Florida.
Well, speaking of houses, Army, that's my Mindsies. So as well documented, there's moving into this new house and it's done. It's beautiful. Amador Builder, shout out. Awesome house. Love it. I got a problem though. I got a problem with that. I gotta send the master bathroom concept to the Mindsies. Who came up with this idea? It doesn't make any sense. If you and your wife don't wake up at the exact same time every day and go to bed at the exact same time, having a master bathroom is just ridiculous. Even I'll add the master closet into this. So say she goes to bed earlier. I'm up watching the late game. I got to sneak in there to try and brush my teeth, take my contacts out while she's sleeping. If she's up early with the kids the first day, she's got to go in and try to sneak around, like get her pajamas and sneak out of the room. The bedroom should just be the bedroom. Like in Sweden, we had our bedroom, and then outside we had the walk-in closet and we had the bathroom. A complete fumble by me. I didn't think about it, and now I'm in here living it, and it's a disaster.
So where would you put? So you just wouldn't have a bathroom hooked on your bedroom?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to be part of the bedroom. Like you should get everything done, and then you come in the bedroom to go sleep, and then as soon as you wake up, you get out of the bedroom and let the other person sleep. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to think about it, I guess. So you'd have like a master bedroom area of your house, like in the wing would be, because you need the closet outside there, you need the bathroom outside the door.
Maybe.
And
yeah, just like, it doesn't work. Like
so
if I'm up,
would there be a connecting thing? Like it'd be a 2-door bathroom where you could
like
connect
Jack and Jill. That's what we put for the kids, which is also, I think, going to be a Mindsy move by us. They're going to kill each other.
To lock the door, you won't be able to get in.
Like, it's just like I come in from beer league the other night. I come home, it's 12:30 at night. I got to sneak in there. I don't want to wake her up. I got to pop my contacts out. I got to brush my teeth.
Buddy, this is what you do. You got to go guest room late.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to be down here in the little bathroom down here with all my stuff.
Yep.
So it doesn't make sense. So who came up with this idea? It's horrible. And while we're on this, I'm also going to teach you guys another thing. The worst idea of all time in the U.S. is the single duvet on a king size bed or a queen size bed that for 2 people. In Sweden, we have 2 individual
like Fred and
duvets.
Flintstone. You guys have separate beds, kind of.
No, it's the same bed, but single duvet, so you're not wrestling the sheets against them all night. So that's a little trick of the pros we teach our friends. Get the 2 single duvets. Why would you have one big king?
I agree. That would probably, I think that is recommended for a more sound sleep, Murls.
So
wow,
either way, I don't know. I screwed this up. I'm stuck here now. I got the master bathroom. Everybody thinks it's so cool. Got to have the master suite, man. No, dude, that's rookie. That's Mindsies. Get it outside the room. The room's for sleeping.
This is unreal how you just tiptoe around in there. Does your wife wake up super easy or what? My wife, she's down. She doesn't even.
Well, it's more about me. I don't want to hear her. Come on, Army. I got to get my sleep.
This guy.
Come on, these playoffs are coming. I'm gonna be up till 3 a.m. watching these.
That's why you just
OT
go into
games.
the guest little room, just like, sorry, honey, I snore too much. I didn't want to wake you. And then you set up shop in there and you have games on. All of a sudden you have 3 TVs on the wall in the guest room. Like you're just dominating. Cave, no lights coming in at all. Lock on the inside too. You can lock it. Like just start getting crazy down in there, bro.
Yeah, that's it. There it is. There's the
and when you get home from beer league 2 at like 1 a.m, what if it goes to 3? But you always sleep in the guest room after that because it's late. You don't want to wake her because you're nice. She doesn't know if you got home at 1 or if at 3 kind of thing. Little sneak.
And then the kids can't find you to wake you up.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
get till 7.
Oh, I didn't want to wake you. And then my alarm didn't go off, like kind of a thing. Okay. Master bedroom. Okay. I'll have to run that by the people, the chat. See what they think about it. Murls invented duvets. I mean, you're taking off. You're very popular with your takes, Murls.
Yeah, big day here. Yeah, that's it. So we got to get on to the picks now, Arm Dog.
All right, let's go.
Give the people some picks, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up so you can go make maybe an eggnog. Is this the last day to have an eggnog?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what the rules are on it, but great thinking. I mean, I would say so. 10 games tonight, though, Murls. New York, Washington already underway. We are cooking already right now. Let me check the score in that one as we look at this. 1-1, start of the second period in that game. Okay, a little action. And what do you see in 10 games? Pretty good night here.
Yeah, so I'm doing a parlay night. This is New Year's Eve. It's a party night. It's a parlay night. I'm big game hunting.
Before you go, can I get in your mind?
Yep.
I am working the Winnipeg at Detroit game tonight as well. I'll be in studio for that one up here in Toronto.
Oh, I
Go
like
ahead,
that
if that
because
tickles your
I
fancy.
will. They're part of my first parlay.
Okay.
I got the Detroit money line because we just talked about how bad Winnipeg is, and I'm putting it with the Vegas Nashville over 5.5. That's the 3:00 game, so I needed action on them. I mean, Vegas is playing terrible. Nashville's playing good, so I had to just take the alternate over 5.5, put it with Detroit. We're going to get plus 205 on that. My next parlay is going to be the Tampa Anaheim over 5.5 with the Minnesota San Jose over 5.5. You can get plus 142 there. Those are the alternate overs. Celebrini's going to have a big night. Just name the team Canada. And then this is yours. This is the Army puck line parlay.
Yes.
Colorado minus 1.5, greatest team ever assembled, 29-9 or something record, with the Oilers minus 1.5 against the Boston Bruins. We've talked about the Bruins a little bit today. They're really struggling, even though their prospects are dominating the World Juniors. Plus 314 on the puck line parlay. And then this is my favorite bet. I've been doing it almost every game the last month. McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl 2 points, plus 210. So big parlay night.
I saw you did that the other night and it didn't work out, but yes, I can see why you'd want to do that. Those players are so hot. Murls, one last question. Great parlays, great night on New Year's Eve here. A little action, bringing in the new year. Wallets full, hopefully. Anything to touch on with the Sabres at Dallas?
Yeah, no, staying away. I'm not getting blamed for that one. Biz and G, they got enough on the line. They get through this game, then I'm going to start riding the Sabres some more.
Wow. Okay. Because we kind of did stop talking about them. So we're still on we're not really talking about them kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just I like Dallas too. They're too good, and I don't want to be the reason either way. I don't need the Buffalo fans coming at me.
Can you imagine if they beat Dallas though? Going to win 10 in a row. Just the fact that because it's Dallas too is just insane. But what a run for them. Okay, we'll leave them alone.
10 in a row.
You want to go?
When was that other 10 in a row? Back they won one, I think, when Conley and Vanek and all those guys were on there. Maybe if they get to 11 or 12, we'll get Conley to pop back on again.
Talk about the glory days.
Glory days of this Buffalo.
Yeah, talk about the mushes and who's.
That's where I got that stick from. It was called Saberland, where they used to practice. And we went there and we saw Darren Pupa and he gave me a stick. So that was really cool.
Hardcore hockey fan. Okay, Thursday, 8 games Thursday, Murls. That is tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow, Winnipeg going back to back. They will be in Toronto, I see on there.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see in here? 8 games.
I can't touch that Winnipeg, Toronto. They both are not good hockey clubs right now. Gonna wake up. You're gonna be a little foggy in the morning. It's a 1 p.m. game. Washington, Ottawa. That just spells overtime to me, Army.
No.
Plus 330 on the draw. So I'm going to do one of those. And then the Islanders, I think it's 8 straight games. They've gone under. Utah at the Islanders, 3 p.m., 5.5, under 5.5 there. And then Detroit at Pittsburgh, I'm going over 6.5. Pittsburgh's been scoring a lot of goals. They got Skinner in there. We know he can give up a lot of goals if he has to. But Pittsburgh's been scoring. Brazeau's on fire, so I expect him to get one.
Yeah.
Crosby always gets one. So I have the over in that fun game to watch.
All right, perfect. Love it. Yeah, Pittsburgh's been lighting it up last 2 games. Chicago and Carolina last night just swamped them pretty good, and Skinner had a big night. So Brazeau's on fire, hat trick and a goal the other night. So they're ripping pretty good. Crosby a goal last night again. So yeah, they kind of found it. They got some guys, some healthy bodies back. No Malkin yet, so we'll see. But I like those picks, Murls.
I like that. Yeah, that's
it.
it.
A little groggy. That's it for the. What do you want to give the next day though? Do you want to do anything on the?
No, I haven't looked that far ahead. See how these games go. A couple of those games you had to stay away from. I was looking at Tampa Bay at LA, but you could see those guys getting into LA tonight, New Year's Eve.
I wonder if there's a bet that you can bet that the King of the Winter Classic record will be broken or not, and what the odds are would be on that.
There's definitely a goal in, say, the first 5 minutes on DraftKings. I know they have those on there for sure. So we could do something like that, and then we'll have to sweat out the 5 minutes. I don't know if we'll get first minute, but maybe we can get a prop up there. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was nothing like last year though in Chicago where I had the beer for you. I couldn't find a bottle of champagne, but I cracked the beer for you at Wrigley Field.
Yes,
to honor
that was
you,
sick.
So.
That was
That'll be
sick
good.
when we were all there together.
I got some friends down there at the Winter Classic this year. Maybe they'll pop the bottle for us and send us a video. We're not going to Winter Classic. I think Biz and Whit will be down there. They got a big interview coming up, but I will be in Philadelphia next week with Mr. Ice himself. We are chasing goals once again, January 6th. So we'll pregame party at the Barstool Bar, and then we'll make our way over to the game. There's a little bit of a smaller one. It's not as big as the St. Louis one where we had probably 150 people. This will be a small niche group that we're going there to win money. Just like we did in New York City. We're there for business. This is a real business trip next week. But if you're in the Philadelphia area, come by, say hi, and come chase some goals with us.
I love it, buddy. And I don't have a slump buster. Maybe I'll bust it out tonight on Sportsnet if I can dig in. Maybe it'll be one of the Jets. I mean, pick your poison with anybody that's not on the top line. It's like embarrassing. But wow. Is that it, buddy? We good?
That's
a long
it. Let's
show
go.
for us
New Year's
today.
Eve. Yeah, but I mean, big day. Canada, Olympic team. World Juniors going on. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to chat. You can find us everywhere. Make sure to stay on here. Spit and Chicklets YouTube. Watch the Chicklets U. Be you. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Chicklets U right after this, 2:00. Hang around, go get a snack, go do whatever, come back and stay on and find that Chicklets U. Boston University drops 2 p.m. Awesome. Happy New Year, Murls.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to the Armstrong family,
Yeah,
Grinnell,
same to you
Pasha.
guys. Love
Happy
you,
New Year to
boys.
the Chicklets chat and Chicklets Nation, Game Notes gang, everybody.
The holidays, baby. Enjoy.
I need them to end.
Under, no goals.
It's time to check the game notes. I think we're going to have the show of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Mindsies time, Army show. Start us off.
What an opportunity. Another idea by me.
Everything's Murls' idea. Dumber.